Yeah, so we're here at David Ragan Ford, and really just a big thank you to all the fans here in Middle Georgia. We've got a lot of great fans that really support my racing career and our business here at David Ragan Ford in Perry. So Middle Georgia is always going to be home for me. I grew up in Unadilla, and my family lives in Houston County now, and so I come back home for the holidays, come back home to do some off-season hunting and fishing. So this open house and fan day we have annually here is a big thank you to the community for really supporting our racing career, and just to hang out, enjoy some good food and some good music, and I bring a couple of my racing buddies from North Carolina to sign a few autographs and just enjoy ourselves. Well, I wanted to have something, a tie to come back to Middle Georgia. I'm gone a lot on the road. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, because that's where our race team's based out of. That's where I need to be. But I wanted a reason to come back home, and obviously a tie-in to the Ford business. I drive a Ford on the weekends. My dad, my uncle had some Ford and Chevrolet experience back in the day. So we're very, very glad to have David Ragan Ford here in Perry. Going to have an all-new location down by the I-75, just south of our current place here in the next few months. So just really give something back to the community, have a business that really strengthen our commitment to Houston County and all the good things that are going on here in Perry. We want to support not only all of our employees and their families and their charitable goods, but just being a good member of the community, providing jobs for a lot of the people in the surrounding areas, being a supporter of the local sports program at Perry High and Perry Middle School, Westfield, Fullington Academy, the school that I went to in Dooley County. So really just taking care of our employees, being good stewards of good business, and just having a family-run dealership that you can enjoy to do business with, and hopefully we're here for a very long time. And I'm sure when my days are done driving and my responsibilities with my team owner and my sponsors are done, I can see myself moving back home and spending some of my older years here in Middle Georgia.
Well, today is David Ragan Appreciation Day, and we're all NASCAR fans. We enjoy watching David race every weekend, and he does a great job on the racetrack, and he also does a great job for our Shrine Center in Macon, Georgia. He supports our Shrine hospitals. We have 22 hospitals that we support, and we also have 3 burn centers that we support. And we'd just like to let the public know that we're out there. It is totally free if you need us, and we're there for it. We don't like for anybody to go that's got a problem. We like to tend to them, make sure they're well taken care of, and they're welcome. All they got to do is pick up the phone and call us, and I guarantee you we'll be there to help them.
Yeah, thank you. I guess first off, thanks to Dad and everyone at David Ragan Ford for letting us come down here and do this. I know it does take some planning and a little effort. I bet the sales guys and probably the folks back in the shop, they're probably not too happy we got their parking lot jammed up today. But this means a lot. I grew up in Middle Georgia, in Unadilla, just right down the road. I know a lot of you guys know where that's at. A lot of you are from outside the state of Georgia and they're just passing through, but this is a very close-knit community, and I raced with a lot of guys from this area, obviously a lot of friends and family, so it's important for me to come back and have some time to visit with everyone, and even though it is a short period of time, I really just want to say a big thank you to all the fans that that we didn't even know a few years ago, that have really become good friends of not only our team and my teammate David Gillen, but the family here, and certainly at David Ragan Ford. So this is just a day to give back to you guys. Just south of here, one exit, we're building a new dealership, a new building. So this time next year, we'll be at the new facility, and so I'm sure we'll have some exciting things for next year, with some grand openings tied into maybe the Atlanta Motor Speedway race weekend and some of the events going on throughout the year. But just thank you to all the fans and the friends and the folks that have come out today. I know you got a lot of things going on. Everybody's lives are very busy, but it does mean a lot to have a lot of support from over the years. I see a lot of faces that, I met my rookie season back in 2006, 2007, when I was just graduating high school and just starting to race, and here we are, still running full time in the Sprint Cup Series, getting ready to go back to Talladega racetrack that we were able to steal a win at last year. So we've got a good race car. They're over there parking and getting ready for the weekend, and David and I both are looking forward to this weekend, to having a big day. A special thanks to all the vendors that came out. I know Dad mentioned a lot of them by name, but the guys that are providing some of the food and the drinks and the neat stuff to see and hang out. We don't really pay them anything. They come out because they're either they're fans and friends. They enjoy helping the Shriners out, but they're just genuinely good people. So make sure you tell them thank you, and we really do appreciate them coming out to making everybody have something they can leave and be excited about. We've got a few different things this year, like Dad mentioned, the dunk tank. The Shriners have got control over the balls and the depth on how far you stand away. So Dad is scheduled to go into that thing a little later on. I don't know exactly what time, and I've got a change of clothes. I'm going to go over there too. So it will be fun. I encourage all of you to come over and throw some balls to see if you can get us wet. Have a little bit of fun. We've got to hit the road this evening. We've got some commitments tomorrow. We're actually on track, and we practice tomorrow in Talladega. So I know a lot of you guys are coming. Like Dad mentioned, our fan club, we started it several years ago. It's always been something good for the diehard David Ragan fans to stay in touch with what's going on. And the days of having, updates on Facebook and Twitter and seeing you guys at the racetrack. We're working on a David Ragan app for your phone. I decided that we would just do away with the membership part of the fan club and just do it free. You give Amy your information, we'll add you to our email list. You'll still be eligible for a discount on our online store. Maybe even can talk Dad into giving you a couple $100 off a new vehicle if you're going to buy one. So there are some perks, but we really try to do a good job with our Facebook, Twitter stuff to keep everybody in touch. But today we've got about 15 or 18 items that we're just going to give away. We've got some Talladega race tickets, some odd and end stuff that I've accumulated through the year, a couple of pieces of sheet metal that I've dinged up throughout the year. You've got to have a little red ticket to be eligible for those items. About 5:30 when the autograph session's done, we'll get back out here, gather around, and we'll give all that stuff away. So if you're in the fan club already, go see Amy, get your ticket. But if you're not, go fill out. All she needs is your name, maybe a date of birth. We send you guys a birthday card and an email address, and you can get that little red ticket. And that's going to be your chance to win something before you get out of here. We have a silent auction table with about 10 items that we've gathered from some of the folks around the NASCAR industry, and a portion of that money is going to go to the Shriners Hospitals for Children, but the rest of it's going to go to one of our employees here at David Ragan Ford. Amy Newman, one of the ladies, she's one of the original employees here. She's been here as long as anyone since we bought the place. She had her second stage, or fight with cancer, in the last couple of months. She's actually not here today. She's up in the hospital in Macon. She had some parts of her lungs removed, and so we're going to give her some money to help pay for some of her bills and some of the expenses that she's going to have going forward, not being able to work and take care of herself the way that she used to. So feel free to bid on those things. All that's going to go to a good cause. So again, thank you guys for coming out. It really means a lot to see a good crowd out here.
Well, David, a native of this area, certainly wants to show his appreciation for all the people that supported him throughout his early racing years. He's been racing since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, and there've been a lot of people along the way that helped him get to the next level, that finally puts you at the top of the game where he is now. And he's good country folk. He just never forgets those folks. So this is a way for him to just reach out and give a little back, and the fans love it as much as he does. Well, everybody likes to have a hero, and Middle Georgia doesn't produce a lot of them. There's a lot of them come out of Atlanta and the colleges, which aren't here. So it's other than politicians, that's somebody that they can latch on to, and he's a very approachable guy. So much so that you can't get near him when something like this happens. If you didn't know he was a NASCAR driver at the top of the game, one of the top 43 drivers in the industry, won 4 races at NASCAR, he's just the guy next door, so that he never lost his touch with, regular folk like me, and so part of his, he was involved very early as his career started to take a professional turn. He realized that he needed to attach himself to something larger and to give back a little bit, and he had visited with the Shriners and felt that their work, what they do, on the national level, all their Shriners hospitals and all the work that's done for children across the country, that nobody pays a penny for those services, was something that was just real important, and he does a lot for them and with them throughout the nation, and on a local level, anything we can, you'll see a lot of affiliations with a lot of business people that are here participating because they love to give to him because he's given them so much. By the end of the day tomorrow, we will probably work out where David Ragan Ford will be supplying bulletproof vests on an annual basis to the city from moving next year forward. It's certainly nothing that's probably going to sell one more car. It's not about it. When we do talk to David about sales, it's never how many did we sell, how much money we made. It's about taking care of people. So for me, this was an easy decision. I met the Ragan family, and they're all of that nature, So it was very easy, this campaign that I'm on, which is we're the guys in the white hats. We're in an industry where there's kind of some bad guys, and there's hopefully some good guys, and people seem to know that. Well, the long-term hope, and I hate to tell people this because sometimes they wouldn't want to believe it, the deal I can make this weekend, I can make it every weekend of the year with a very minor fraction of a difference. So we'd rather you just, when you're ready, come on in, we'll sit down, we'll talk about what you need, and we'll make the deal for you right then. We're very anti this weekend only stuff because it just is not true. If this weekend were the only good one to buy, then how about the people that are going to buy next month? Did they miss out? And the answer is really no. I mean, they put a lot of smoke and mirrors on this trying to make it where you got to do something right now. And the truth is, we can take care of people any particular day of the year, whatever their need is. We just hope we're the ones that they think of when it's time. The dealers in 2014 and forward, it's really about sharing the information rather than withholding it, and using that information to help them make a great decision when before they didn't have that great information and they still had to make the same challenging decisions. It's very easy for us to just take the straightforward approach. We just open an RC Cola and a moon pie and talk about what you need. It's very much like neighbors.